So I love read and write, and especially operating on Google Docs, but also we use PDFs sometimes. And read and write's great on PDFs if it's a readable PDF. A lot of PDFs are not readable, and that makes it a little bit harder. So with this Snapverter, which we've got for all of Loyola now, we can go ahead and convert any files into a readable PDF. You can even actually take a picture on your phone and drop it into Snapverter, and it's going to change whatever you take a picture of into a readable PDF. So let's open this file, for example. It was given to me, and if I say I want to open and read and write, if it's a readable PDF, I can go ahead and work with it. If it's not, then it'll ask me to go ahead and convert it. So across the top, it's not any text in there. Let's go ahead and convert it. So I click here to convert to Snapverter. It's going to send it to my Google folder, and in my Google Drive, I've got a folder called Snapverter, and within there's 4 different things. One called drop here to convert, so that dropped it in there for me. It's probably going to disappear out of there in a second, and now it's probably in the in progress folder, and so I'm chasing it through all the folders. As soon as it's finished making its OCR, it's going to disappear from there, and it'll end up being in the finished folder. And it popped out of the in progress one. It must be in the finished folder, and there it is. I can operate right from here and open it up, or I could rename it if I want to. I think I'll rename it to Lori, and then I think I'm going to put it back into my temp folder because I'm just using it right now, but I could give it to a student, or I could share it to a student, whatever I want to do. So now if I go to my temp folder, I've got this one called Lori, and if I double click to open that one and I say open it with read and write, it now is going to recognize that this is a readable PDF and I can do some stuff with it. So in text help, it lets me go ahead and start playing things.
Practice 5. Story with missing words.
Right, and I can put my cursor anywhere I want, and I can play.
Info.
I can also enable the picture dictionary. So if I want to put Cuba, let's see what comes up for Cuba. It's giving me their flag, right? States. It's going to show me. So I've got my picture dictionary. I've got my regular dictionary if I want to, right? So as I click on children, I get the picture or the regular dictionary. I'll just get rid of those. I can also annotate right on top of here, so I can say this is good, and that anytime I open this PDF in Google Read and Write, all my annotations are going to show up. I can even put comments in there. I can put a little comment and say whatever I want to say. So let me just move that over a little bit so you can see even within the comments I can make a comment and talk and type. So I want to make a comment here, but I'm not really good at typing. I think I'll just go ahead and add it in like this. And I'll add the comment. So my comment's noted next to the word Cuba, that I can come back to this as I annotate and look at it. I can highlight things as well, just like before, and then I can even collect those highlighted things into a Google Doc and work from there. So as you remember from Read and Write, you can highlight stuff from here. Maybe I'll highlight that in yellow, and I can collect all those highlights and say OK, and they'll open up a brand new Google Doc for me where I can edit those things, talk to them, and I can see it came from this document. That's why it's highlighted, and I can even go back to my Google Drive to see the original document. If I click back there, it's going to download it as a PDF, or I can go ahead and open it back within my Google Drive. So lots of cool stuff to happen there. And the last one I should note is the translator as well. So I can click my translator on, and whatever word I select, I can see I've got my translator set to French right now. Okay. And if I want, I can use the drag down over here and change my options and say I think I'm going to have my translation going instead from English to Spanish. Save, and now anything I highlight is going to come up and be translated into Spanish for me. And finally, under options as well, I can also talk about what the voice is going to sound like, because I can have lots of different people talking for me, and I can change the speed of the voice speech when I'm having it talk to me with Read and Write.